Bugonia is finally out. I know this movie came out like literally last week, but unfortunately I forgot to record anything. Well, I didn't forget. I've been dealing with allergies, so my voice has been pretty screwed up. It's still it's fine, I guess. I don't know if you can tell. It's better than what it was. You've never heard me actually sick before, but trust me, it was not that very good. But Begonia is finally out. I thought I would do a very quick review of it, just because I had a lot of thoughts and I had a lot of moment to just. I had a big time to just sit and digest the movie because I had to wait a little bit to make this video, and I'm. I just want to say I was very excited about this movie. This is one of my most anticipated movies of this year. Not because I knew the director. I know him. I know his work. I actually have not actually seen much of his work. This is my first movie of Yorgos. I don't know how to say his name. Um, but I got to see the trailer of this earlier than everyone could, and I remember just being so fascinated by the trailer. I mean, like, this is a really, really weird movie, and I really like this. I can't wait to see what this movie's gonna be. And overall, I loved it, but I have some issues. But let's go into a little bit of a plot summary. This movie follows two guys who are very deep into conspiracies. And we have this businesswoman. And these two guys believe that she is a head of an alien race. They kidnap her and they're trying to convince her, trying to get her to admit that she's an alien and to help or save the human race. And that is all I can say about giving anything away because this movie is disturbing. It's beautiful. It's a lot of many things. It's an amazing movie. It's a movie that will make you go, ooh, oh my god, ooh, ooh. But overall, it is still really fun. I really did like it. There's a lot of funny moments. There's a moment where a character plays a certain song, and I was like, that is the best part of this. And the entire time, I was really enjoying it. And the aspect ratio that they shot this in, I forgot what it was. It was really interesting. I remember thinking it was 4:3, but like, oh, that doesn't look quite 4:3. And I showed it to my film teacher, and he was like, oh, that's not 4:3. And we searched it up, and it's like this like really rarely used aspect ratio. And I was like, oh, interesting. The movie looks amazing, by the way. It uses a lot of like it focuses on very small things. Like, there'd be a close up, but like most of the face and everything is blurred out except like in around the eye. And like it's a lot of beautiful shots in here. And a lot of the comedy comes from absurdness. But as well as the movie makes you laugh, it makes you feel uncomfortable. There's a lot of torture stuff happening. And I'm not saying like Terrifier, like, ooh, we're going too far. This movie is masterfully does like torturing to a female character without making it too like glorified. It feels very just like, it knows when to not show anything. We are hearing the sounds, we know it. And I really appreciate all that. I think all the actors did amazing. The person who played the brother, I think his name was Don. I think deserves a lot more attention. I feel like everyone's been focusing on Emma Stone and just Jesse Plemons. Am I saying his name right? Um, but the actor who played Don was like he stole the show for me. Like he seriously was the heart of this movie. His character was amazing, and the actor did such a good job. Again, what an amazing character. And this movie has so many cool moments. But like you all saw or heard of what I said in the beginning, I have my issues with this. Overall, I'm not gonna lie, there was a point in this movie where I was like, I think I'm gonna give this a 10. This movie's really good. I'm really loving it. But then there was a part of me, without saying too much to spoil things, where I was like, there's some hints that we're going in a different direction, in a direction I don't think I like. And then we get to the last 10 minutes and the movie goes that direction. And it was kind of not as bad. It was exactly how I felt earlier this year watching 28 Years Later, where I was just like, oh, we're going here. Now, 20 Years Later was more of a break check. If you've seen that movie, you know what I mean. It's like how, all of a sudden, Bugonia is not that bad. It builds up and it's paced well enough where it doesn't feel like it just takes you out of the movie, but for me personally, I was just like, I if like this decision because it feels like this movie is trying to say something and trying to be against something, and I really love that. In the end of the movie, it kind of feels like it's applauding that. Like it's saying, "Hey, you know, you yeah, you I'm trying to word this so vaguely so you can't really guess the ending from what I'm saying. But it doesn't feel like it's very pushing back, which again, that could work, I guess, as a comedy, and it's a very funny ending, I guess. But man, the ending did not land for me at all. I feel like this movie, and not in exactly that way, but it's kind of the same issue I think me and a lot of people had with Woman in the Yard, a movie that came out earlier this year, where it's just like you have a really good message, and what you're talking against is a really amazing, but their ending kind of feels like it's more supportive than against. And again, Woman in the Yard, uh, it's way worse by comparison because if you know anything about that movie and what it was trying to do, you know why the ending's a little iffy. The whole movie, that's a movie I'm gonna always think about though. But Bugonia is not that bad, and I mean overall, it's actually an interesting and amazing looking movie compared to Woman in the Yard. But Begonia is really good. I did really enjoy it. I do think everyone should go watch this movie and give it a chance. But overall, I do think I really felt empty watching the ending. I was just like, man, this movie brought me up there and gave me a huge high. And then the ending happens. Just I feel uncompleted. I'm just like, oh. So like there's a certain action that happens near the end that I think the movie should cut black. I think anytime I rewatch this movie, I'll probably just cut where I want the ending to be and be like, that's it. Perfect movie. 10 out of 10. But overall, that's just a taste thing. Maybe I'm the only person who really feels that way. I have, okay, that's not true. I have met like at least two other people who did feel exactly the way I did. But but I met someone who actually interpreted what the movie was trying to say way differently, and the ending wasn't too bad with their interpretation. I was like, oh, I do see what I didn't get that. I do like what that interpretation was. My interpretation was a lot different, and I think is why I'm really hard on this ending. But overall, I really did enjoy this movie. I'm very sad that I got to do a very late review to this. Today I'm gonna go watch Predator Badlands and then Frankenstein this weekend, hopefully. So there are a lot of reviews coming up. Hopefully my voice doesn't get worse at all. It's better now, but I'm hoping that doing all these videos and having to go to work today and talk to a bunch of people won't affect my voice at all. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I know I'm not very reliable when it comes to uploads, but I try my best, and I thank you for everyone sticking around. Thank you all. I don't know if I mentioned this at all, but really, thank you all for the support on the Black Phone 2 video. I was not expecting that many views on Black Phone 2. That was pretty crazy. Probably what I give for actually getting a review on time. Also, thank you guys for supporting the Chainsaw Man video. That movie is so phenomenal, and oh my gosh, I would love to make like 5,000 videos. I've seen that movie actually 5 times in theaters, by the way. I'm gonna watch it for the 6th time before Predator Badlands, so that's fun. Anyways, again, thank you guys so much for the support. I'll see you later. Bye bye.